Just in general.
Yeah, don't please beat the price down. When
Yeah.
you say 600,000,
No, I just said I just threw out a
please,
number.
let the number let it come down. Let's do like 150,
Yeah.
120,
Yeah, exactly.
140. Because trust me, I have a whole lot of friends, and
Yeah.
I think we're looking at it because we're like, how much are we paying? Some of us pay like 3,500, 2,700.
Yeah.
So you look back and there's no equity,
There's nothing left.
We
Yeah.
just paid all the money. But before we dive in back to our guest, are you following us? Are you commenting? Are you liking? Have you subscribed? Subscribe to make your own life easier, because trust me, we're going to be bringing people that will give you every information you need to succeed, thrive in America. So make sure you subscribe. Not only in America, like anywhere, just make sure you subscribe, follow us, and like all our content. So Mr. Easy,
What's up? What's up?
you good?
I'm good, man.
Mr. Easy is looking so calm today. I'm like, oh my goodness. You need to see Mr. Easy outside this place. Hey, sister. Hey, brother. You've bought a house. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of that. His face is literally everywhere. And he has given me knowledge that, trust me, I think I should work on them. Like, don't think I'm just bringing people. I'm also learning myself. Like, he has said so many things that I know I have to work on now, because I think the time is right. So, Mr. Easy, what is one golden rule for real estate that you want listeners to remember? What is one golden rule about real estate? This is not just about first-time home buyers. You have some money. Rather than leaving that money in your account just like that, get a property, build equity, build generational wealth, something that your children would thank their dad, thank their mom. Just don't leave that 80,000, 100,000, 200,000 in your bank account. Guess what? The bank is going to take all that money and borrow it to first-time home buyers and make a whole lot of profits on it. So, Mr. Easy, tell us one golden rule.
Golden rules: always purchase, and don't forget location. Get a property in a good location, and the value would increase over time. And sometimes you don't have to get a property in a location that's like popular right now.
Yeah.
You have to be like a visionary. So for me, I'm going to use myself as an example. You're familiar with Hyattsville, right?
Of course.
When I initially started purchasing, I didn't have the purchasing power to purchase a house. I didn't have the purchasing power to even purchase a townhouse. All I could afford was a condo. But I visualized Hyattsville. Are you familiar with the PG Plaza area?
Of course, that's my zone.
Exactly. So PG Plaza back then was I don't want to use a bad word, it was like kind of raggedy.
Of course.
But I read a book, and in this book I read, it told me always purchase a property close to a metro station, a mall, a hospital, or school. So PG Plaza Mall was there, which is also right next to the metro station.
Yep.
So I got that information from the book, and I actually applied it. I couldn't apply it on the level that I wanted to apply it on, which was like a house, because I couldn't afford it. But I applied it for a condo. So location. Be strategic with your purchase. Plan. So that's what I want to leave you with.
And just to add to that, so I live not too far from that area, and when they were building townhouses, and I was telling my friend, oh, I don't like this Hyattsville townhomes. I think I want somewhere like, more more posh. Yeah.
Like Bethesda.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me even just try and just find out how much. And I went there, and they told me the price of that property was 529,000. I'm like, wait a minute. It was even way more expensive. So sometimes you look at these places that you're waiting for it to like be all that, and before you know it, right there, the properties are
increasing over time.
Yeah, it's Hyattsville area. The way properties there has appreciated. Man, it's I really don't know what to say, because you see.
You also forget the proximity to DC. So Hyattsville is closer to DC. Yep. So, and there's also that metro station right there. Then there's the mall. Then there's a movie theater. There's Subway. There's Target.
There's University of
There's
Maryland.
University of Maryland. So when you look at it from that perspective,
Community college.
yeah, in another 10 years, the value is just going to keep on going up, because DC is unaffordable. So the closest thing is like Hyattsville, Mount Rainier, Brentwood.
Yeah, because this is like 15 minutes away.
Yeah. So, so a lot of people, there are $1 million houses around that area. I don't know. You probably won't know because it's my job. I kind of know more. But they have like,
Hyattsville area?
oh yeah, $1 million houses. They built it. I think it was Ryan. It was one of those builders.
Yeah.
All like over $1 million. Because it's so close to DC.
Wow.
And $1 million house in DC is nothing, but in Hyattsville, it was like brand new. So, strategically, it's a good move.
Well, let me not feel bad because that is way above my league.
Right now, but eventually.
Eventually,
you're going to,
if I keep on working hard, eventually I'll get there one day. Okay, so for people that would like to reach out to you, could you just give them your social media handle?
Yeah, man, I'm everywhere, man. First, I'm going to give them my phone number. My number is 301-559-2872. I'm available 24/7. Call me anytime, day or night. It has to be about business, though. Call me, exactly. I'm on Instagram under my name, Eze Okwodu. And that same name is on my Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. What else is there?
Oh, you have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel. I have a WhatsApp channel too.
Okay.
So I'm on everywhere and I'm available all the time. Oh, I just created I have an animated channel. It's called the Eze Way AI.
Wow.
So it's me in animation, and I'm giving 60-second real estate information. And I post every day, so you get different information about buying a brand new home. There's different gems I give on my animated channel, so check me out.
Okay, so I have 2 more questions, but let me jump into the one before the last one. Does your healthy lifestyle, I see you do a lot of healthy lifestyle. You see, man. Mr. Easy, eat a chop gym. Eat a chop gym. Eat a chop arm.
Yeah.
Does your healthy lifestyle, does it kind of like contribute so because you have a whole lot of energy. I don't know how you do it. He's outside 2 hours. The 3rd hour, he's giving a seminar like he just woke up from his bed. The next 4 hours, I'm like, how do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, health plays a huge part. Huge part. And what I tell people is like, it's 70% what you put in your body. So, what you eat is really, really important. Exercise is cool, but exercise is only 30%. But 70% is what you put into your body. And if you're consistently working out, so for me, I take working out like brushing my teeth. Like, you brush your teeth today?
Yes, I did.
Bro, you take any days off?
No.
No days off?
No,
not even weekend. What about weekends when you're not
working? I don't want to kill nobody.
Exactly. So that's how you should be about working out and eating healthy. Like, I've conditioned myself into doing this regularly, and it affects my life in every way. Like, you fit your clothes better, you're just more energized, your mind is sharper. Like, I'm just ready to battle any time of the day. Any real estate agent, man, if you want to battle me, call me. I'm just messing around.
Why do I feel so attacked? Because I go to the gym like 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times in a week, but trust me, I'll do better.
Yeah.
At what age did you become this, did you take this fitness lifestyle very important?
I've been vegan for 22 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But with exercise, I think it's like 12 years, 11 or 12 years. I started relatively late with the exercise, but the veganism has been like a long time, like 22 years.
You don't eat suya?
No, I haven't eaten
suya. You don't eat meat?
I've eaten meat in 20-something years, yeah.
God help me.
Yeah.
I think I need to do that too, but not now.
Yeah.
When I turn 40.
When you turn 40.
Okay, so my last question. Would you advise someone who is buying a home for the first time to buy a brand new home or to buy, because sometimes the problem I have with brand new homes is that it gets to an extent the taxes on that brand new home becomes like so high. So would you advise a first time home buyer to like?
Yeah, it just depends on affordability.
Oh.
So if you have the income, brand new is always the best, man.
I know, right? That feeling.
It's the feeling, the warranties on it. Even just something as simple as the light bulbs are different because you have like energy saving light bulbs. Everything's like energy saving. So brand new is just the best if you could afford it. But if you can't afford it, like pre-loved, I call them pre-loved. Getting a pre-loved home might be a better strategy. And it also depends on your age.
Yeah.
So if you're like 29, that's not your forever home. You just kind of like graduating. Like I told you my story.
Yeah.
My first home was a condo. Then you just kind of graduate. You buy the condo, then buy the townhouse. And when you're, if you get married, double income, or you build equity from one property, you can now use it to buy your forever home.
Okay, that sounds great. So tell us more about like real estate investment, like people who want to like do the real estate investment.
Yeah, real estate investment is a science and it's a commitment. And it's not something I would advise you to just take lightly. I advise everybody to get at least one or two investment property for their portfolio.
Yeah.
But you have to be committed to it, and you need to educate yourself, and you need to align yourself with a professional.
Okay.
Align yourself with a professional. I always advise people to purchase multi-unit buildings. I'm really big on multi-unit buildings.
Okay.
And in some cases...
Do friends have to come together to do that?
It depends on your income. If you could afford it by yourself, cool. But if you can't afford it, it's not a bad strategy. Actually, honestly, like sometimes I advise people that instead of buying your first home that you're going to live in, buy a multi-unit building, stay in one unit, and rent out the other units.
Say no more.
Yeah. So like
Say no
sometimes
more.
I advise that.
Say no more. I think we should start thinking of that.
Yeah.
I and my fellow committee of friends, that's if you're serious.
Yeah.
Also, we can set up an appointment with you to talk about it.
Just call me. I'm available 24/7.
Okay, he said he's available 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, because when I was discussing with my friend last night and I sent her, she was like, he said open 24 hours. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
You can call him now and he's at the gym.
Yeah.
Hearing some